Hi everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Tube Talk. Be hosted by myself with Dion again. Albert and Doug are still on the bench, probably will be for another couple of weeks, and I look forward to taking you through our runners for the upcoming few days. Over to you, Dion.
We're still here, Matt. We didn't get fired. We must have done an all right job last week.
Yeah, I think so. Not too much negative feedback. I don't think I'll be asked to read the news at any time soon, but we certainly, achieved what we set out to anyway.
And the Olympics are all wrapped up, Matt. Kiwis did just about as good as Go Racing last season.
Yeah, they did very well. A few sleepless nights and a few long days, but no, they did well. Really proud of the medal haul and just great to see them all competing so well.
So on to gold this week, Matt. Mojave River racing at Deauville. Yeah,
really exciting start to the week. Mojave River debuting in Deauville, France. She was a €105,000 purchase out of the Breeze Up sale in Goresbridge in Ireland earlier this year. Really interesting race. It's for 2-year-old fillies, exclusive to fillies that haven't raced before. It's a 9-horse field, and she looks really well placed in this, racing for such good prize money, €160,000. Certainly exciting to see her debut. She's travelled over to France well. Joseph's really happy with the way she's been working leading into the race. No trial to talk about, but she had a breeze up at the Curragh amongst other horses a while ago. So looking forward to seeing her race. She has got a bit of a sticky gait, and I do think, given that all the horses in there are racing for the first time, it's just going to be a matter of which horse does things best and settles in the running. But I know Joseph's got a really good opinion of Mojave River, and looking forward to seeing her race. So it's just before midnight tonight, and it will be, for those of you that are still up, it will be televised on trackside in New Zealand.
And then we jump to Saturday, where we've got Make Time racing at Taranaki in race 4.
Yeah, good win to Galloper, Make Time. He was a really good winner last start. The blinkers went on. He dropped into rating 75 grade. We put a claiming apprentice in Jim Chung on, and he won convincingly. He travelled really well. He's a funny horse to watch in the running. He's always got his mouth open. Looks as if he's overdoing things, but he sprinted sharply last start on a heavy 10 track. He's up in grade this week. But we've got the same rider on, claims 2 kilos, so gets down to a good manageable weight. And despite him being up in grade, I don't see any reason why he can't be competitive once again.
Then we have Wairere Falls at Doomben race 8.
Yeah, his fresh up run over 1,400 metres was really good. It looked as if he was going to loom right into the finish, but he probably just peaked on his run just over the concluding stages, but a really good effort from him. With natural improvement out of that race, stepping up to the mile will suit. Concern over the heavy 10 track. There's lots of rain in Queensland. That's the slight concern for us, but as long as he handles the track, I do think he can be competitive once again.
Then we've got a couple at Rosehill, starting with Etna Rosso in race 9.
Yeah, he was really good. Fresh up, running third. Actually looked like the winner at about the 200 metre mark. But he was resuming over 1,800 metres, which we knew was a big ask. He just sort of peaked on his run just in the last wee bit. Chris Waller reports he's trained on really nicely with that run under his belt. Stepping up to 1,900 metres won't bother him. Soft 6 track at the moment, although it could improve from that rating, is ideal. He does have a really sticky draw to contend with. He's probably going to get a long way back in the field. But we've got the magic man, James McDonald, in the saddle. I really do think he is ready to run well, and certainly an each-way chance.
And then there's Up and Under in race 10 at Rosehill.
He's another UK import like Etna Rosso. He was super fresh up. You look at the result and you see he finished 8th, but as you'll see in the video of his last run, he was just bolting all the way up the straight, just never got clear running. Went to the line under a really strong hold, and Kieran McAvoy did say that if the gaps had appeared at the right time for him, he certainly could have won the race. He was very strong through the line. Probably the slight question mark is whether he's still fresh enough for the 1,400, whether he is looking for a bit more distance. But if he runs up to what he did last start, and the breaks do go his way, he can certainly be right in the finish. Again, he's drawn awkwardly in barrier 11, but James McDonald in the saddle is a big plus. So we do expect him to run well once again.
Then on Sunday, we've got Margaret racing in Rotorua at race 7.
Yeah, she is a horse that's on notice. She was a really good winner 3 starts ago at Te Rapa, and we thought she was in for a nice campaign. She's been disappointing the last 2. Her last run was quite plain. She's in jumpers and rating 75 high weight, so she's got 66.5 kilos to carry. But I've got no doubt that if she did put her best foot forward and had her mind on the job, she could certainly take care of a field of this quality. But it all depends on what her frame of mind is like on the day. So we'll wait and see how she goes. But as I say, if she ran up to her best, she'd certainly be very competitive in this type of race.
Then on Monday, we've got Kovanos racing at Bathurst in race 5.
Fresh up, she's been a consistent performer in a short career to date. 4 starts for top 3 finishes. She's had 2 trials going into this race. I do think she will take benefit out of it, but it doesn't look to be the strongest field. She's capable of running well despite being drawn wide. As I say, she will take good benefit out of this run, but I do think with the 2 trials under her belt, the 1200 metres will suit, ready to run well, and I do think she is in certainly with an each-way chance.
Then, of course, we've got the fields to still be confirmed here for the last 2, but we have Save a Date for Me racing at Pakenham.
Yeah, on the synthetic track, he's gone, he's been racing really consistently. He hasn't had all of the luck. He missed the start at his last race, and then the race was run at a really sedate tempo, which did make it hard for him to make up ground, but he did well to finish 3rd. He's certainly knocking on the door for another win, and I've got no doubt that if he had a bit more luck going his way in recent starts, he could have picked up another couple of wins. He's certainly knocking on the door and ready to run well once again.
And then last but not least, on Tuesday, we have Slay Queen at Gatton.
Yes, she was really good 2 starts ago with a resuming run in an open handicap race. She actually finished 2nd on that day, racing well out of a grade, albeit in a small field. She drew wide last start and just couldn't get into the race. She went back, got a long way out of a ground, and then the leaders just kicked away. So it made it really hard for her last start. I think it's a run that's best forgotten. As long as she draws a gate and can put herself on speed next week, that suits her racing style. That's when she's at her best, and I think if she can be handy throughout, she's capable of being right in the finish over the 1400 metres.
And on to Bet of the Week, Matt.
Yeah, so Bet of the Week, I guess we got a pass mark last week. Dion with Taimari Diva running 2nd at Riccarton. He looked the winner at the 200, but just ran into one that was better than him on the day. I'm going to say we're 1 from 1. We'll try and make it 2 from 2. So I've gone to Rosehill on Saturday. I really was tempted to put in Etna Rosso as my bet of the day. It's always a bit of a contentious thing when we pick one of our own horses, and not all of them, but I was tempted. But the draw just makes me slightly nervous with Etna Rosso. So instead I've gone to race 5 at Rosehill, number 9, Nancy. James Cummings runner, ridden by James McDonald, was really good when finishing 2nd last start to I Am Famous, who's in the same race on Saturday. But there's a 2.5 kilo swing in the weights. Nancy's drawn to get a perfect run. She's barrier 6, so she'll get a really nice run from there. And I do think that she can turn the tables on I Am Famous, who's won 3 in a row, going for 4 in a row. So we haven't gone the favourite. A wee bit of value there with Nancy in race 5 at Rosehill.
Great, let's make it 2 from 2, and we will get you to do a drum roll before our 10 years finish there, Matt.
Yeah, we'll certainly be doing our best, Dion, to make it 2 from 2 and keep our 1 week streak going. So good luck to all the punters out there.
Not sure where to look. Tell Me You Love Me got through. Time Eddie Diva the middle. Astrodil and Harmonious closing. It's Tell Me You Love Me, the leader from Astrodil. Tell Me You Love Me, collared now by Astrodil. The keys are a length away then. Time Eddie Diva and Harmonious. The leader Astrodil from Time Eddie Diva and Lokita. Astrodil is kicking away. Astrodil down to the line will win it. Astrodil, and it's Deadly Rose Tate again to beat Time Eddie Diva.